Good afternoon, everyone. How's everyone doing today? My name is Gina and I'm doing great. So, are we ready to do a new project? I am so excited. So, I have little welcome flags, right? The little banners. The 11 by 17, I think 11 by 17 banners. But I wanted to see if I could make my own. So I went to Amazon, and Amazon actually do have the flags. You get 10 of them for, I think that was fairly inexpensive, right? I'm going to be using my Deco Art acrylic paint, and I'm also going to be using this little guy. It's the medium for fabric painting. Okay, y'all, I've already done it. Oh my gosh, it turned out so cute. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to quit jabbing. Let's get into it, and then at the end I will give you my full thoughts, because this is the actually first time I have ever done this. So I am excited to let you know my thoughts on it, and to tell you if I would actually do it again or not. So let's get going. Okay, so I have my pattern that I created, and I had to print it out on 2 pieces of 8.5 by 11. And then here is the flag that I bought from Amazon. Alright, so I think I want it to go on this side. Okay, I have never done this before, so we're all gonna be on a learning curve. But before I actually get this going, I want to get my little iron, and I want to just flatten this out a little bit, make it more smooth. So, okay, so I have a piece of parchment paper underneath the flag. I'm just going to try my best to get these little creases out of the flag. It's good enough. Turn it off. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I want to make sure to place these in the right spot. That looks about right. I'm going to use just some pins to keep them in place. I'm going to use a full piece of paper, craft okay, now the welcome fall I'm going to stencil on. I just put some lettering here just to have a placement for it, but I do want to go over it to make sure that I know where to stencil it. Oh man. Oh, this is gonna be so cute. Cute. Isn't that gonna be cute? I love it. Might be hard for y'all to see. Alright, so I'm going to start up at the top. The first thing that I want to do is I'm going to put a background on here. I'm going to paint it desert sand. I also have, okay, besides the paint that you're going to need, and of course I'm using Deco Art, you're going to need fabric painting medium. If you had outdoor paint, it may work as well without having to use this, but I don't really have any outdoor, and I wasn't willing to go buy more, you know. All right, so I think it is 1 to 1, no, 2 to 1 paint to medium. So we put twice as much paint as we do the medium. All right, so the first thing that I want to do is I want to do the background, everything besides, of course, the pattern in this desert sand. I just want it to have some kind of a background. This is probably going to take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, and then so 1, 2, 3. Alright. And I'm going to use a little brush. Mix those together. It's fabric. Alright. Up, there's a little, let's see if I can bring it down a little bit so you can see, but there is like stitching, and that's kind of what I'm going to go for. Keep it in between the stitching here. Okay, so I've got it painted with the one coat, and as you can see, because putting that fabric medium in it helps it to be able to stay flexible better than if you were to use just acrylic. So that's nice. It is a little, if you look on the back, that is pretty much what you will see if the sun is shining through it. Let me see if I can't try to see. But I am okay with that. I actually like the look of it. So I'm going to just keep it this way. Of course, if you wanted it to be more solid, put another coat of paint on there. But I'm okay with it looking that way. And in the end, if I decide later on that I don't like it, of course, I can always paint again. So now I'm gonna paint the falling leaves here. And I'm doing them in 2 colors. I'm doing them in orange and I'm doing them in green. The first, I'm just going to kind of alternate them so that, you know, we're not looking the same. For the orange, I'm base coating it first with Camel, and then I will, or undercoat it with Camel, and then I will base coat it with Canaan Orange. I'll be shading with Ox Blood, and I will be highlighting with Marigold, okay? And then for the green leaves, when I do green, I will be undercoating with a celery green, and then I will base coat with avocado, and will be highlighting with marigold, and the shading will be avocado with a little bit of mixture of black green in with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and start that now. Camel is first. here's the orange. I put 2 coats on. So now I'm going to move on to the green leaves. I'm base coating it. I said undercoat before. It's base coat. Base coat with celery green. Okay, so now down for the pumpkin area. For the leaves, every leaf is going to be based with avocado, and then the pumpkins are going to be based with spiced pumpkin. The stems are going to be base coated in honey brown. So let's start with that first. Okay, so all my base coats are done, so let's get to the fun part, which is shading. I've got 1/4 of an inch, 3/8 of an inch, or 1/2 an inch, 3/8, and 5/8. So, I think I'm going to use 3/8 first. Oh, these are both 1/2 inch. I have a 3/8. Where did it go? There it is. Let's go with the 3/8. And okay, this is what I want to try to do. So I have fawn, and I'm going to go ahead and do my shading work around all the things that are in here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just, I've got some of that paint medium right there. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna kind of make a runway with it, dip my paintbrush in that color, and we're gonna just try it. Like I said, I don't know if it's gonna work or not. Okay, so I've got everything that I wanted to use that fawn color on in the page. Again, this is a little bit more challenging than what I thought it was going to be. All right, now I'm gonna go up here to the falling leaves, and let's do oxblood. Okay. And now for these leaves, we're going to use avocado with a little bit of black green. Okay. All right. Staying up at the top, now we're going to use marigold for the highlights for all of those leaves. Cute. All right. Now let's do the stems, which is milk chocolate. Now we need antique gold to highlight our leaves. But what I want to do is right here where these leaves overlap. Let me move over. I'm going to use just black green. Put this over in here. Okay. Now we'll do the antique gold. Okay, so we got the leaves done. Now for the last part, and that's the pumpkins. We're going to use oxblood again. Okay, now what I want to do is the very last thing, well, not the very last thing. I need my antique maroon, and we're gonna just darken up some of this pumpkin just so you know that there are 3 pumpkins here. So we're going to mix a little bit of the ox blood with a touch of that antique maroon just to darken it up a little, like right here. Underneath the stems as well. Okay. All right. Now what I want to do is take the marigold again, and we'll highlight the pumpkin. Oot. All right, now one of the last things that I want to do, I'm going to take my script liner, avocado, and black green, and I'm gonna just get a mixture going here. The mixture of ox blood with a little bit of the antique maroon. More of that antique maroon, I think. Yeah. Mainly antique maroon. Okay, so I have my welcome sign, and I think I'm going to use the antique maroon color. And we do need to, I'm still going to mix some of that in with it. Okay, so it is finished now. I got a piece of parchment paper and I'm going to put over it. And I've got my little iron set at in between 1 and 2. And we are just going to go over this to set this paint. It will just make sure, because you can wash it if need be, so I'm hoping that this will also, if it rains on it, it won't, you know, it won't be a problem. Oh my gosh, is that not adorable? Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, it was so much fun. Ta 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 ta. Oh my gosh, y'all. I can't put it all in the frame because it is so big, but here, oh, see how big it is? Oh my gosh, y'all, it was so much fun. Okay, it was a little challenging. I'm not gonna tell a fibby foob, but and I think I may have talked about it too, but when I was doing the shading part, I did use just the fabric medium with the paint, and of course it didn't stay as fluid as what I'm used to when I do shading work, because usually I use water and it stays for quite a long time. So it was a challenge, but nothing that I would be like, oh my gosh, I'm never doing this again. I will actually probably do this again. This was so much fun. Now it will take, because this is my video for the week, I kind of had to, I didn't rush it, but it probably would take more than 2 coats, because some things had 2 coats on it, some things I did 3 coats. So if you wanted to, and the reason I'm saying that is because you can look on the back and you can kind of see, and what my fear is when the light is shining through it, it's gonna not be so pretty. You know what I mean? But I'm okay with it. So the next time I make one of these, I will just be making it for myself. I won't be doing a video on it, and I will take more time to actually do more coats of paint. So it will take longer. I mean, this only took me probably 3 hours to do. And that's even, I'm just guesstimating. I don't even know. It may not have even taken that long. So I do have this pattern. It is going to be on my Facebook group, Gina B's Discussion, in the file section, free. So if you're interested in this pattern, you can just go there and print it out and make you one of these. I suggest it, highly suggest it, because it was so much fun. Woo-wee. So yeah, the only thing, I would have probably erased the lines for the pumpkin. I don't even know if it could have been erased. I didn't think about it till I started painting the pumpkin, and I was like, oh, I should have probably tried to erase those lines. But other than that, just knowing now how to work with this medium, because I have used it before, but just for like a journal cover, so I really wasn't worried about it. But definitely making the first time making a banner flag, I will definitely, it definitely needs a couple of coats, more than 2, because I did do, I was almost not going to do 2 coats of the background, but I ended up doing it anyway. So it probably, out of all of it, that's what needs the most. But other than that, so much fun. I highly recommend. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. All right, y'all. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, if this inspired you, please give it a like, share it. And if you've not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. It will just help my channel to grow. YouTube will not recommend me if it doesn't think anybody likes my content. So if you like it and if you share it, if you subscribe, then YouTube will be like, oh, people do like it. So here, let me recommend, and it will grow my channel, and I would appreciate it so, so much. All right, y'all. Well, I hope y'all have a great day. Y'all be good to one another, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.